Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make a fun fold card. This is the Z fold card. Opens up like that. Isn't it cute? And then here's one that I used my $1 Million Stamp Set. Best guy ever. Super cute. Alright, so we're going to make the birthday one here for the Melon Mambo. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Melon Mambo and the Whisper White. And the Melon Mambo is cut at 5 by 12. And then the Whisper White piece is cut at 4 3/4 by 12. Let's grab our paper trimmer. Okay, we're going to start with the Melon Mambo first. And remember, this is the 5 by 12. And we're going to take a pencil and we're going to mark this at 2.5. So I'm lining it up at 2.5 on this side. And I'm going to make a little pencil mark right here at the top. And I'm going to take that point, let me show you here. So I'm going to take that point right here and I'm going to cut it down to this point right here. And I don't think my trimmer can get in the camera, total camera view here, so we'll just do the best we can. So lining that pencil mark up here down to that point down on the other end. Okay, so now it should look like that. Now we're just going to go ahead and score this at 4 inches. My bone folder. And then scoot it down to 8. Okay, so there's your card. Now we're going to cut the panels. Now this piece is cut at 4 3/4 by 12. And once again, we're going to take our pencil. And this time we're going to line it up at 2 1/4. And make your little pencil mark. Okay, so the same idea, we're going to take this pencil mark and we're going to cut down to this point. Okay, so now it should look like that. Now instead of scoring these panels right here, so we scored this at 4 and 8, so now we're going to cut this at 3 3/4. I'm going to cut all 3 panels at 3 3/4. Okay, so it's going to be a 1/4 inch shorter than your panel in your card. So it should look like that. Okay, so it should layer perfectly. All right, so let's move the trimmer. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and stamp on our panels, but before we do that, we want to make sure what way you're folding your card, because it will matter when you're putting your panels on. So it's either going to open up like this, or you want it to open up like this. Okay, so you're going to decide on which way you want that opened up. I'm going to open mine up like this. Okay, all right, so now let's grab our panels, making sure what side they line up on. So I'm just going to kind of do a dry run here. This is for this one here. And then this one here. Okay, so that's the way the card's going to be opened up. So now we're going to go ahead and stamp our greeting. So I'm going to use the Memento ink. And since it's a happy birthday, let me show you the stamp sets we're using. Okay, so we're using a few stamp sets. This is the Falling Flowers. We're going to use this flower and then also the leaf. And this is also available in a bundle until May 31st. And the Mayflowers Framelits coordinates with this stamp set. So you can get this in a bundle and save 10%, like I said, until May 31st. So we're going to also use these framelits. I'm going to show you what I did to cut the flowers out. Okay, so then the next stamp set, we're going to use the Let's Celebrate, and it's the Confetti Celebration. And then this stamp set is called Window Shopping. We're going to use this Happy Birthday. And then finally the Sweet Sentiment stamp set, and this is going to be Hoping Your Day is Perfect. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and stamp the Happy Birthday. I'm going to stamp that there. I think that looks good. Okay, then we're going to stamp Let's Celebrate. That's going to be on the center panel here. Okay, and then Hoping Your Day is Perfect. This is going to be for the last panel over here. Okay. All right, then we're going to take our old olive and I'm going to stamp the branch from the falling flowers. Stamp it right here. And I'm going to stamp one over here on this panel here. Okay, and then we're going to grab some scrap. We're going to go ahead and stamp our flowers. I'm going to actually stamp one flower and one leaf with you so I can cut them out with the Big Shot to show you exactly what I did. So I'm just going to stamp this in old olive. And then the flowers, now you'll notice on this stamp set there's a little part that sticks out. Can you see that? And there's a few other images in the stamp set that do that. Let me show you. Like this one here has it. And what it does is it tells you which way to stamp so it lines up with your framelit. So like this framelit is for this one here. So you can see that this is going to line up because of this little tick here is lining up with that. Okay, so that's what that means. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp one of our flowers. And I'm going to use the Melon Mambo. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to use the watercolored pencils. Let me close up these ink pads. Okay, so we're going to use the watercolored pencils. Oh my gosh, these pencils are amazing. So these are the Bold Bright colors, and we're hoping that they have all the colors. But as of right now, we just have the Bold Bright. I used the Old Olive and the Melon Mambo, and I used the Daffodil Delight and the Bermuda Bay for those flowers. Okay, so really it's just a matter of scribbling the watercolor onto the image and then just taking your blender pen and blending it around your image. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we're going to use the blender pen. Now when you purchase these, there's 2 in a pack and they're double-ended. And what you want to do is you want to get a piece of scrap paper. Let me grab some scrap. Okay, so when using your blender pen with multiple colors, so in this case we're using the Melon Mambo and the Old Olive, I want to make sure I clean my brush before I go to the other color. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Old Olive right now. So I'm going to blend all the leaves. And then I'll clean the brush, and then I'll do the Melon Mambo. Okay, so now I'm going to take the blender pen that I just colored the Old Olive. Now I'm going to run it across my scrap paper to clean that brush. Okay, because you don't want the Old Olive to transfer to the Melon Mambo. So then I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to push that watercolored pencil around the image. Okay, so pretty and very easy. All right, so let me clean this up and let's grab the Big Shot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut these 2 images out with the Mayflowers. And the Mayflowers and the Falling Flowers are both carrying over to the new catalog, but the bundle price is not. So that's why the bundle price to save 10% will expire on May 31st. So if you want the bundle, get it before then, and that would be great. All right, so hopefully that looks good. Yep, all right, so let's go ahead and run that through. Oh, I gotta flip this around here. Hold on, I'll flip my big shot around. Okay. Okay, so that's how you cut out your flowers and your leaves that I added to the card. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move the big shot. Okay, so now let's go ahead and build our card. I'm going to put this on the front. And the sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to pop this flower up on a dimensional. Put that right there. Okay, let's put this one in. So pretty. And then I added another leaf here up at the top. This one here. Let me see how I did that. I think it was like this. Let me actually close the card. I think that's what I did. Yeah, I used that as a guide. So I had the leaf sticking out there. And then we can pop this one up. Just like that. So pretty. Now to finish the flowers, I added the basic rhinestones. So let me go ahead and do that. I added a cluster of 3 or so in the center of the flower. Okay. And then I added some Winkostella to the flower and the leaves. Okay, so that's how you make that Z-fold card, isn't it? Adorable. Okay, so there's that one. And then here's the other one. Cute. And then here's the one with my One Wild Ride stamp set. And this is using the black 12x12 cardstock. And then also the Neutrals collection has the basic gray. And then I also used the silver foil sheets for the back and the strips. And then this is the Urban Underground embellishments is what I added to that one. Okay, so that's it. So I have all the products listed below that I used in today's video. And then also while you're there, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.